another part of my town that is so beautiful. A lot of people here have boats. Well, you're not gonna go swimming, are you? Go ahead. You wanna get in? And so this is what other people come with their boats. It's super beautiful. We haven't really been here, mainly because we've been going to the woods, but this is also a really nice little park. And the reason why I'm here is I lost my phone. So I lost my phone going to the doctor's with my mom. On the way back, suddenly I was like, where's my phone? Shit! So I kept walking back and forth twice, and it was just gone. Part of me was freaking out, and part of me was so calm, thinking, all right, it is what it is, right? It was the weirdest feeling. And another part of me was like, okay, I guess you're gonna have a phone-free zone going on for like at least a week or two, because I also cannot access my account, my AT&T account from Germany. For whatever reason, it's not letting me in. It says no access from this server. So after I freaked out for about a second, I completely made peace with it. So my neighbor suggested, why don't you call the lost and found? And I'm like, you have a lost and found? People do that? So I did contact lost and found, and they were like, yeah, it sounds like your phone. Come on by. Ah! How awesome is that? I haven't felt this grateful in a long time, to be honest. This is absolutely amazing, and that makes me love my town even more. I guess one of the many benefits of being in a very small town is that most people are pretty honest, you know. Although I have to say, I've lost my phone once, not my phone, I lost my wallet once at Target, and it was there with all the money that was in there. It wasn't much, but it was like $80 or something, but the money was in there. Nothing got stolen from my wallet. So I've always been kind of lucky, but wow, that was pretty awesome. I feel extremely grateful right now. Hey guys, so I'm gonna finish today's video with my hair mask on and my roots, and I don't care. What a valuable lesson today has been. When I lost my phone for a minute, I was slightly freaked out, but not really. It was weird. I kind of knew I'm gonna probably get it back, but I wasn't sure, right? So when lost and found had it, first of all, I didn't know we had such a thing, but I realized, you know, first of all, I've many times have found things like a wallet, an ID from someone, and I've always returned those things, you know, without taking anything. I've always done that kind of stuff, and I think that it's good karma, you know. And second, I realized something very important. I've become so addicted to my phone, and I lose my phone at home 2-3 times a day, easily, at least 2 times a day. But I think we do so much mindless scrolling, so much mindless just having our phones, you know, and looking through stuff. Like last night I was looking through like, okay, what am I going to post on Instagram? And it was like already almost 3 a.m. and I was like, you know what, I'm not going to post anything because I am not having anything to post right now, and I'm not going to force it to just keep up with the Joneses, you know, because that's what we often play, I think, like keeping up with what others are doing. If they're posting so much, then I have to post. If they're doing this, then I have to do that. And I'm going to be the first to admit this. I am very much like that, or used to be more like that. You know, I'm like, oh my God, I got to do this. If they do that, I should do that too, because I can do that. And it took me a while all just drinking water again. But it took me a while to realize, no, I don't have to do anything. I just have to do what feels right. And today's lesson for me was really that, I love, the reason why I take my phone with me often is not that I can call anyone, because my phone only works when I'm in a Wi-Fi area. But the reason I take my phone with me a lot is because I do video, and sometimes I see something amazing and beautiful and I want to film it or take a picture. I just love taking pictures, and I love doing video footage of Bolt. Sometimes he's just so adorable or something. You never know what magical thing could happen, right? But it also felt really good to not have my phone for a minute, because I was like, well, if it's gone, then what? Then I will have to use my laptop. I won't be able to do Instagram and do some of my work, but it's not like I lost my ID, thankfully. And actually, I did put my business card in my phone, so somebody could have reached me via email and get a hold of me. But a lot of people in this town are actually older, especially the area where I'm at. There's a lot of older people. But whoever found my phone and returned it, like it must have been like within an hour after I lost it. It was already being dropped off at the lost and found. That's pretty freaking amazing. So today I've had a lot of gratitude. I was so happy. My mom even hugged me. She's like, oh my God, I'm so glad you found your phone. She said, I knew it. And by the way, my mom has been speaking. She has a speaking device now. So she's been talking. Obviously, she doesn't sound like, real clear and all, because she has the track still in her throat. But she's talking. While I was getting my phone, went shopping, and then I came back home, and she was with the neighbor chatting up a storm. And I was like, I'm so happy to see that she's going back to being her normal self. And also, after we came from the doctor, she was walking herself. Nothing wrong with her feet, but still, her whole body has experienced so much stress, and, having that thing in her throat sometimes causes her to cough a lot too. So she was a little bit concerned that might happen, but she did actually really good. And she did something else. There's something inside the track that needs to be changed a couple of times a day. And she did it for the first time under my supervision, but she did it on the first time ever on her own. And I was so proud of her. So today was a pretty freaking awesome, amazing day. And then obviously Bolt and I went for another amazing walk. I'm so appreciating this time being here now. It's been really hard, and sometimes I just burst into tears thinking about all the things that happened, all the things that we've been through. And to see where she's at now is just such a relief, and it's such the end of the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm feeling so much better now, especially once I'm leaving, knowing that she is doing so much better. Today was just a really awesome day. But I do believe that I want to start being more mindful about, there's a reason why we lose stuff, because we are so all over the place. We're so already 3 steps ahead of what we are doing. I always try to do so many things at the same time. And oftentimes, I drop salad out of the fridge because I'm trying to take everything out at the same time. Just like little things that we do. And I mean that, at least for me, I even do like one course, then I watch something on my phone. I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I not just doing one thing at a time? And maybe you can, relate to this whole ADD thing. Like we're just trying to do so much. And the truth is, our brain cannot even absorb it all. You can only really do one thing at a time. And that was my biggest teacher today. Just like, be more mindful, like how could I lose my phone all the time? It's just impossible. So same with eating, I tend to gulp things down because I love eating, and it's also, I think, a nervous thing. When I get nervous or when I get excited, I want to eat, I want to drink, I want to always put something in my mouth. And I'm like, this is slightly an addiction, So big lesson for me today. And I hope that if you are going through something like that, really stop for a minute and think about, how am I operating, this has been such a calm, amazing, in a way, time for us to center and focus and be more balanced. And now I feel like, now that everything is coming back, maybe it's also the excitement, knowing that, okay, it's time to get back up, we've rested for like a month, now get back up. But I think this was our lesson to like slow down. And so that's what I'll be working on that quite a bit, especially after today, because it was a scary at first feeling, but then I sat down and actually had coffee and breakfast after I couldn't find it. I'm like, okay, let's just have breakfast, try to block my phone or like see if I can locate it. And then I'm just going to chill and I'll find a way and I'm going to get it, or I guess I'll have to get a new phone. So in a way, actually, I was kind of proud of myself. Anyway, guys, I hope you had an amazing day. I do plan on going live on Instagram and probably even YouTube and share with you some of my yoga practices, my meditation practices, and also something fun that has to do with my podcast, but also with me always loving to be in alignment with the day of the week that is ruled by a certain planet. I talked about it briefly before, and I want to talk about it more because I think it's interesting, and some of you might really enjoy it. And also tomorrow is another and the last super moon of the year. Super moon, full moon in Scorpio, and it's going to be amazing. So I think I'm going to do like a little full moon meditation. This is the perfect time to really shed all that is no longer needed, no longer wanted. Because obviously with all this happening, we are definitely moving into a new era. And it's a big shift happening. I think not just out in the sphere up there in the sky, but also for us internally. For us, how we've been operating on this planet, how we show up in not just our lives, but in other people's lives. And so this is the perfect time to just like be still, meditate, and bring about the change, the new us, the new era, the new chapter. Corona free. I call it Corona because I hate the word Corona now. Corona free. I love you guys so much. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow for a possibly full moon meditation. And go outside and look at the stars and look at the moon if you can, because it's been gorgeous today. So the comments below, let me know how often you lose your phone and what have you gone through, what have you learned from that. I would love to know. I'll talk to you tomorrow, and as always, use the song of the day.